Hey, what's up, y'all? This is episode 4 of our podcast. We have Joel, formerly known as
Joel the Junkie, but I guess it's not what it is anymore. So it's just Joel.
and Benjamin, also just Benjamin. No more of that doctor stuff. This is just keeping it real with the good people. This is our podcast, Conversations with Doctors and a Junkie, that we are actually renaming because we just don't want to associate with that title. We joked about it at first, and we're going to step away.
Some people aren't taking it as a joke, so
Yeah.
evidently we can't either.
Yeah, well, we can't joke about such things, I suppose. People, don't appreciate it, I guess, but fine with us.
Yeah, it's cool with me.
Leaving it how it is, we're just trying to, we thought it was funny.
Basically, it's not so funny, I guess. But it's still funny, but...
It's hilarious. Some people just don't have a sense of humor, and I guess, probably right. It's a little inappropriate.
Yeah, so I do apologize for that, folks. But it is what it is. That's why we're moving forward, and that's what we're here to do. So I think this episode is going to be about... What do you think? I think us getting rid of those names, I think, will probably have a lot to do with the episode. And probably getting a lot to know me a lot. Like as a person, like who as I am, like inside, you know what I mean? Like how I feel inside and out. Coming out of whatever I was for a long time. And it's hard to do that. It really is for someone that is closed off as I was for so long. What's the word? I put my walls up, and I'm not very good at expressing myself. Never have been. And I hide behind my humor. And obviously,
Cuz.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm just kidding.
And that's what people like me do.
That's why I got away with it for so long, because he's funny. They laugh, Same for me, though. So I guess we'll go straight to the point. I'm not identifying with a doctor for the extended duration for a couple of reasons. First of all, I'm trying to let go of that egotistical crap. And, proclaiming that I'm a doctor really is saying I know all of the answers. And I just don't want to be a part of that right now. I'm trying to be humble. I'm trying to appreciate that, I have to be honest with myself. And I have to admit that I don't know the answers and just simply do the best that I can do at this particular moment. And, detaching from anything that weighs me down from doing that, I think is important.
Yeah.
Is there anything for you?
Well, how this all came about is, everybody has their hometown. Everybody has something to protect. And which I have not much to protect, especially reputation, you know what I mean? And pretty much sullied mine my whole life. But everybody's got an ego, and ego dissolution is a good thing. If you know what that,
means
is or comes about. It's a pretty cool thing, look about it. And how a man like me ever got an ego, I don't ever know, but somehow I attained one, and I don't know how.
The most messed up people have the biggest egos, actually.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
And also the most successful people too. Everybody's.
Right. Well, I had a buddy call, and he was like, "Man, we got some people, talking,
Talking that smack, cuz.
Yeah, talking that, we got some people saying stuff about you because from the podcast or whatever." And it was inevitable. I mean, I'm a fool, but I'm not stupid. You know what I mean? This is predicted. But then, heck, I didn't really expect anybody to really, I didn't, or even talk about it. But it came about, and then came back to me, heck, 1,500 miles away. I'm 1,500 miles away, and I guess I didn't put that into consideration. But it did, and I clammed up, and I got mad. As a matter of fact, my feelings were hurt. They were hurt hard. You know what I mean? Because I was trying to protect what little reputation I had left, And Ben comes in, and being the great psychiatrist that he is like, "What's going on?"
We're not doing that. I'm just a good friend.
A good friend.
And a brother. Somebody looking out for a brother.
I was salty, man. After that phone call, I was salty, He
was pissed, yo.
And I was like, okay, so people are talking about it.
Talking that shit.
And then he kind of baits me in something that knows is going to relax me. It's just playing catch, via baseball or pigskin, you know what I mean? So through it, and he was like, there's these people in life that will talk good, whether you're doing good or whether you're doing bad. You know what I mean?
You mean they'll talk bad about you?
Yeah.
If you're doing good,
yeah, that's what
they're talking crap about you.
Like regardless.
If you're doing bad, they're talking crap about you. You know, it's reflective of their internal states. And I told my good brother, I said, don't assume whatever they're putting out. That is simply their internal state. They're just mad and sad. You got to pity these poor people. That's a horrible way to be. I just feel bad. I feel like pitiful. Like that sucks. Like you're in that bad of a place that you have to go out of your way to pick at, attack, and find a way to dismantle somebody who's simply trying to be better, have a good sense of humor about it, being honest and open and vulnerable, and you're just going to turn around and try to chastise that person because of...
No reason. Like, I get it. Like, you know, when you're messing
salty
up.
Fam.
Right.
Stay away from my brother.
When you're messing up, you're messing up. You know what I mean? And I deserve that shit talk. You know what I mean? Like when I was throughout, you know, everybody has their chaos in their life. Everybody. I don't care who you are. You wake up, you're
I live with chaos.
Yeah, you're doing something dumb and somebody's going to point it out. I'm like, I get that. I did that wrong for a reason. I deserve to be taught. You know what I'm saying? But then when you sit there and think about it, it's like, dude, I'm trying to do something for the greater good. You know what I mean?
Gotta let your haters be your motivator.
Yeah, and it made no sense to me. And I was like, dude, I'm done with this podcast. I'm done with this shit. And I was like, you know what? I want to legitimately, genuinely help a human being out. And in the best way. Like, I want you to not take the path that I took, you know, which is, you know, heartbreak, pain, the whole trust thing broken. It takes years.
Drugs.
Yeah, it's a terrible thing to do. And the only reason I'm even doing this shit right now is to make sure that you don't go that way. Why? Because I've been that way. Don't go that way.
Don't go that way.
Never go that way.
Don't go that way.
That's the only reason I'm doing. That's the only reason I'm doing this.
The grass is not greener, fam.
No.
The grass is laden with anxiety, shame, and guilt. Existential pain and anxiety.
No doubt.
Unsubscribe. Okay. So you got that off your chest. I think that we addressed what needed to be addressed for some of these, you know, just general philosophy of people. And I said something else too. What was it? Gosh dang it. It was, we're talking about, you know, you don't pity these, you got to pity these people. You know, they're just trying to get you down. You just got to shine brighter, you know. I think one of my favorite quotes is that even peanut butter got haters. Like, peanut butter, y'all. There are people, I've seen it on Instagram. People who like peanut butter on their peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are the worst. And I'm actually reading this. I'm like, do you realize that you are like exponentially the minority and like everybody loves peanut butter and you're but this person's so adamantly on their little hill of like peanut butter sucks. I was like, dude, just because it sucks to you doesn't mean it sucks to
jealous.
It's got protein, it's got healthy fats, and it's delicious. And I'm going to get off the peanut butter soapbox. I was really offended by her. I didn't tell her to get off the internet because I think everyone has their opinion. I just think that hers is dumb. But, you know, whatever. Back on task. This is a filler episode, in case you have not figured that out. We're 9 months in and haven't specifically talking about anything yet. And we're taking a brief pardon from our journey between... as like my college, med school experience and his equally as painful experience. So I guess we're just going to break it down and talk about some of the things that we've learned in our brief journey. Give me number one, Joel. What have you learned?
It's what, past 9 minutes or it's past 3 months?
I would say the past since you've been here, since we started this podcast. So this is podcast 4, and it takes us like between 3 to 6 days and get them out, so...
Oh, shoot. Mine is probably regimen. Like, for people like me, not people like me, I'm not going to associate myself with that anymore. It's good to put yourself on a regimen and to have a plan. And it sounds so lame and corny, but write your stuff down.
I think you should identify with a human being, and human beings do better with routines. So, like, just for me, it's humility. Admitting to me that, like, bro, you don't got it like that. If you don't wake up, do some gratitude, journal, appreciate things, Tell your family members you love them. Drink a lot of water. Work out 4 times a week. Play some music. Speak to people like they're people and they matter. And yourself like you matter. If I don't do those core set of values, I don't got it. I'm trash. Being humble is me saying, all right, these are just things that we do. There's just not a way around that. And honestly, whenever you shut up and just do it, it's like, oh yeah, I love these things.
That or you could watch 40 hours a week. That shit helps too, though.
You what now?
Watch 40 hours a week, TV.
Oh yeah.
That'll help.
I mean, you can definitely numb yourself and occupy your time with some of that meaningless dribble and garbage, and just know at the end of it that you're not better in any form or fashion. You're not grown. You ain't none of that. And in the self-development game, it's the path to like, oh wow, so all the things that I want, dream about, and could provide to myself and my friends and my family, those are real things. Like, you're telling me if I like do what I'm supposed to do and act on what's right, that I can have what that I'm going to be blessed for that. It's like, cool. That's actually really cool. And I think it's been 100% accurate so far. I feel way better than 3 weeks ago. There's no doubt about that. I was struggling.
Oh, and the reason I relate to this so much is because, opposed to like what 9 months ago, I was that person that,
Hater.
was so.
He was a hater.
I was a hater. I mean,
He was a hater.
I was
He was hating on me. Meditation.
I would think that, hey, this is the absolute dumbest thing that any human could ever do.
He journals his gratitude in the morning. And when he first started doing it, he was like, dude, this is so stupid. Now I wake up and he's like,
you got a lot of shit to be grateful for.
Bouncing around
the
couch.
I was like, dude, have you journaled this morning? No, it's like 5:30, bro. You got to get in there. You know what I mean?
Word.
No, I was that guy. You know what I mean? Opposed. It's like I said, until like nine months ago.
Talking about the hater guy.
Yeah, it took me dying like 5 times to figure that out. Word. You know what I mean? And I woke up. I was like, I have to change something. At some point, when you have such a serious problem, you have to be like, I have to change something. I have to. If not, then my whole life is going to be this constant struggle bus. That, dude, I don't even want to live it no more. You know what I mean? It's like, it's straight up. It's an ultimatum. It's like, hey, it's either I change what I'm doing now, or I don't want to live anymore. That's the ultimatum that I pretty much said in my head. I was like, I don't want to live this life anymore if I continue the path that I had, continue to take my whole life. I was like, I just don't want to do it anymore. And what a matter of fact, you can wake up I'm telling you, I've been to the bottom, I've been to the top, and I've been in the midway. Okay? I'm getting there now, and I'm trying every day. I wake up every morning in the grind, and you have to try. Got to put some effort in there. You got to put some effort in. And me, I don't like putting effort into nothing. But geez Louise, it's hard. It's easy when you have your brothers beside you because, effort's easy when you're happy. But, if I can do it, anybody can do it.
We'll slack off every once in a while, and the other one will catch the other one. And, we'll allow a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like, he'll let me lay in bed till, 7, and he's like...
Nah, bro.
He's like, put on Wim Hof. And it's like,
real loud.
Start breathing and meditating. I'm like, gosh dang it, okay, I guess I'll do it. Or it was 10 o'clock on Sunday, and Joel was trying to start a Disney movie, and we had already taken Saturday off, and I was looking at him, it was all melted, like a piece of melted butter on the couch. I looked at him, and I could just tell he was trying to run from existence, dude. And I was like, no, no, we're gonna grab a cup of Joe, and we're gonna hit these journals. And he turned it right around. He gets me up in the morning, and I greatly appreciate that, dude. I really do.
He keeps me up till 9 p.m. I struggle. Hey, if the most I struggle now in my life is trying to stay up till 9 and argue with my brother, that I have to stay up till 9 o'clock when a couple years ago I was trying to find a bed and shit. You know what I mean? If those are the worst of my problems right now, bring on more problems. You feel me?
Those are first world problems.
Yeah.
Oh,
Come on.
I have to stay up till 9:30. I'm so
Oh, no,
tired.
so I can I was like, come on now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and same thing for me. It's like, oh, I have to wake up at 6:30. I'm so tired. That's the worst thing that happens to you is you have to wake up as the sun's rising like a normal functioning creature. You self-loathing prick.
damn, bro.
Word though, it'd be like that, and that's a lot of the stuff that I'll hop into my lesson learned over the past 2-3 weeks was like humility. It's like it's been in my head like echoing. It's like, dude, like when you wake up in the morning and you're griping and you're complaining and you're just like, I don't want to do it. All my dreams can wait. Me being a better person can wait. My family is gonna put that off. It's like, you know, you're saying all of those. You're telling yourself this huge just spew of excuses and BS to simply talk yourself into staying in the bed for 20 minutes. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Dude, just shut up. Please just do me a huge favor and shut up and get out of bed. Grab you a cup of coffee, journal, breathe, stretch your body, and just let go of that BS. You're not too good to have to go through a little bit of pain and suffering, such as having to roll your ass out of bed. You feel me?
Or try to stay up.
Really?
You see what I'm saying? It's completely opposite ends of the board.
Be humble, yo. And really, whenever I do that, I literally just be humble, and like it literally ameliorates all of your emotions and your feelings. Like, oh my God, it's so painful, it's so suffering, and it's like, oh, you're doing this for a purpose. You just wipe those things away. Like there are reasons to do what you do, and you know that for a fact. Shut up and do them. And I do them, and all of a sudden it's like, boom! I had the best day of my life. Whenever I let go of how I feel about these stupid little things. Literally every day. I have to have that conversation with myself, though, as a reminder. Like, that's why it's my morning little... I wake up, I start feeling that feeling of, like, pushback. You know, I'm getting resistance about what I'm about to do. It's like, oh, you need to, you know, make a couple phone calls. You need to connect with people. You need to boost them up and do something with yourself. And then, like, there's this internal part of me that's like, don't want to do that, though. Don't really want to engage in that kind of behavior. I don't want to do it. And it's like, why? Because it takes work. You're going to be a little bit uncomfortable. You're going to have to talk about the truth of reality and life and your life. And you're going to have to you have to be competent. You're going to have to be a leader. You're going to have to be somebody better than this little spongy piece of trash that you are right here, right now. Like, ooh, damn. Talk to yourself like that, bro? Like, yeah, I do. And in that situation, it's like, okay, I'll let go of that and hop in and roll myself fully in the experience. To fully invest everything that I have into this right here, right now, is a conscious decision. And when you do it, it's all flow, baby. It's all flow.
I feel good about this. I feel good about this podcast. I apologize for getting so... No, I don't apologize. For getting so emotional and telling you what I think. This is how I think. I'm here for one reason. And that reason is to help people out. That's straight up. That's it. It is what it is.
Helping me out. He's helping me out, so...
Can't put in any simpler words than that. Like,
you know, this kind of thing used to happen to me, not to the same degree. But like when I first went to OCCC, people were like talking crap about me being pre-med. They're like, oh, Ben can't do it. I'm like, what? Like, this guy's an idiot. You know, he can't even get to 4 years school. I had that guy in geometry class. He couldn't tell you a square from a triangle. That. Okay.
I can.
All right. I was dissociated that whole time. Doesn't count. I didn't try. I didn't care, of course. Anyways, I can't blame him. You know, I was that person too at some point in time. I'm like, dude, this guy can't do that. And then you turn around and be like, whoa, that dude did that.
And kudos to
right?
him.
And then now they want to be friends, though.
Let's be friends.
Yeah, they be friends, though. And then, you know, same thing's going to happen for my boy Joel here. Is like people right now, of course, are going to doubt him. Like, he deserves that. He earned it. But what he's doing right now is owning that. And look at it in his face and be like, thank you for the motivation. I appreciate you saying those words. They drive me. They create emotion for me to get out of my bed and go fight the darkness, dog. Gotta do it from a position of love and not frustration. It is a reminder that you're gonna have to love yourself to the maximal capacities to make your dreams, visions, or whatever it is a reality. The only version of you that can get there is the version of you that operates from a position of deep-rooted purpose, caring, and love, dog. Yeah. Woo-woo.
I feel good about that. Feel good. I feel good about everything we did.
Filler episode.
It'll be a lot more juicy next time.
Yeah. Like I said, we're getting better at these things. You know, it takes us a while to open up. I mean, just, you know, we're clams, right? We're like turtley shells, but like with feelings and emotions and stuff. You can't see it all, so it's kind of
just
weird.
Another human.
Well, yeah, I finished off with some notes of positivity, though.
Yeah.
Joel's back, and his spine and his ribs are better.
Good.
He can extend a little bit. Quit that. It's crunching. It sounds kind of gross.
It's bad.
Yeah, I would probably stop doing that. I'm no doctor. All right. Well, appreciate y'all tuning in. This is episode 4, filler. Share this with your friends, homies, anybody going through a kind of thing that's similar. You may not get it, but people who have been, kind of where we have been in these situations definitely get it. And no, there is not a lot of words out there. Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing this, right? We would already have heard these words and already had the help. So trying to get it out there for the good people of YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, follow, and subscribe.